the worst mistake that happened was the hospital gave that bottle to the baby because they give the formula. And when we arrived home after 4 days or so, the baby did not latch. I was so worried that I used to cry every night, holding my baby, feeding the baby with the bottle itself. I am a doctor. I have researched throughout my pregnancy. I watched a lot of videos. I did everything in my part what I could do, but the baby did not latch at all. Okay. Without any help. Hi, my name is Dr. Ananya, and I'm a dental surgeon and implantologist. And my expectations, as per the question I would answer, those were very different from what happened actually. Usually it happens to mothers that it seems like it comes naturally. We are told that it comes naturally, and the baby itself knows how to, the things that goes through breastfeeding, like latching, and the amount of milk that a mother is getting. It's very natural. It will come to you once the baby arrives. But unfortunately, or it's not the same for every mother, frankly speaking. So my expectations were that my baby will arrive and I will I had this idea in my mind that I will exclusively breastfeed my baby, and I will not go with the formula. Nothing against the formula, but I just had this in mind that I will exclusively breastfeed. So that couldn't happen because of certain reasons which we'll talk about. But my expectations were that I will exclusively breastfeed, and it will be very easy. Once the baby arrives, I will breastfeed the baby and everything will be, happy and dory, but it didn't go that. So what happened was I had an elective C-section because the cord was around my baby's neck and we had to operate at I guess 34 weeks only. So it was a late preterm baby basically. And I had a C-section, so I couldn't breastfeed my baby in the golden hour, which we are supposed to do, which is a very important step, but we didn't do that. And for the next 2 days also, I didn't breastfeed my baby. I don't know what they fed the baby, but the hospital did the part. But then what happened was the hospital, the worst mistake that happened was the hospital gave that bottle to the baby because they give the formula. Yeah. So I was not available. I was not made available to the baby. So they fed her with the formula. And when we arrived home after 4 days or so, the baby did not latch. So it was a shock to me that the baby is not latching, the baby is not breastfeeding at all. Like the baby is wanting the bottle only because she knew that I have to suck on the bottle and this will run down my mouth and the milk will come like anything. So I tried breastfeeding, but I tried like every way. I am a doctor. I have researched throughout my pregnancy the latch techniques, the positioning of the baby and whatnot. I tried everything and nothing worked out. Nothing. The baby did not latch at all. I think I was watching 15 to 16 hours a day. I was watching latching videos on YouTube. Literally, I was all the time in front of my TV. I currently I know every latching video on YouTube right now. So I watched a lot of videos. I did everything in my part what I could do, but the baby did not latch at all. Okay. Without any help. So the safari I was using, the anything I was doing, there was this lactation consultant coming. So I was in the dilemma that will it work out or will it not. I thought कि ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता है कि मैं ट्राई कर रही हूँ नहीं हो रहा है और कोई और बताएगा, that too online. How is this going to work? So I thought this is just a gimmicky thing. Sorry to say, but I had this in my mind that this is a gimmick. This is just a marketing gimmick. How will a doctor help me online? So I came across Babynama through your Instagram ad. Right. So I thought let's give it a try. I just have to attend a webinar. I had already attended hundreds of those. So I thought why not one more? So I attended Babynama's webinar. That's how I came across Babynama. Okay, so I had already attended many webinars, but none of them were satisfactory, frankly speaking. But the Babynama webinar which I attended was there were a few things which were very catchy about your webinars. One was that you made your whatever lactation consultant was there. I think it was some female doctor was there. So you made the public available to them to ask the questions, which generally doesn't happens. When there is an open webinar, we as a public, we are not allowed to ask questions because there are hundreds of them.
Yeah.
So but still I got the chance, and I was a lucky one. So I got the chance to ask my question, and my question was very clearly answered by the doctor. So I was in amazed that, oh, okay, they literally took my question and they answered it very seriously. It's not like just in a fluke they are just speaking and going, and webinars are happening every day. It was not like that. So I was very happy with that thing, that they actually acknowledge, you guys actually acknowledge the person's worry. I was very worried at that time, and I was hopeless. I was literally hopeless. I thought nothing is going to work now, and I have to feed my baby the formula the rest of the part. So the one thing was, this was very nice that you guys pay attention to the mothers and their questions, and the doctors are very nice. They answer your questions very nicely, and through that I thought, okay, let's give this thing a try. This thing I think will work out for me. I had this hope with Babynama that this will work out for me.
Okay.
Okay, so it was a very big problem that the baby was not latching. I had literally tried everything in my power which I could do. I tried nipple shield, I tried various positions, I tried various techniques of feeding the baby. I tried everything. So I was so worried that I used to cry every night, holding my baby, feeding the baby with the bottle itself, and I used to cry every time. And then when I came across Babynama, so I thought, okay, I'll consult a doctor here. And I had this in my mind that in the first appointment, if I feel that the doctor is able to understand my problem, then I'll continue with it. Frankly speaking, I thought if this doesn't works out, I will not attend any of the appointments later on. So I was very worried, and the main problem was the baby was not latching at all, even
And how
after
old was
trying
the
hundreds
baby?
of things.
How old was the baby at that point?
My baby was 1 month old.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, 1 month, 6 days old. In the first consultation itself, it's not like you are going to waste your time on at Babynama. It's never like that. That is one, guys. That is one thing with you guys which is very nice. That there is no wastage of time. You get into Babynama, you start working on your baby with the consultant. There is no wastage of time, which is very nice about you. So in the first appointment itself, I think she advised me various techniques, and she asked me to show how I feed the baby, and she corrected my posture and everything. Then everything went smoothly. In the first week itself, when I had my first appointment, before my second appointment, I was almost breastfeeding my baby. It was a big burden off my chest, because at first I used to think my baby does not loves me at all, and if she is not coming to me, that means there is some problem with me. She's not liking the way I am. Hundreds of questions come to your mind when you are a new mom and a first time mom, and these things happen to you. So it is very disturbing. So I in my mind, I always thought that my baby doesn't loves me, and she's never going to breastfeed, and we will have no bonding, because breastfeeding is a very big thing to bond with your baby. So it was always like, I thought, we will never have that bond, because I always wanted to breastfeed. I'm a first time mom, so I wanted to experience that, how is it's going to happen. But it didn't happen. After the appointment, when I made those changes, when whatever she told me I did, to increase the milk supply and everything changed drastically. And one day I was sitting, I was just comparing myself from the 2 days. But there is one Ananya which was sitting and watching those videos and crying for help, and there is this Ananya which is breastfeeding the baby and watching the other mothers ask the questions about the same thing in the webinars. So I was like, am I too fortunate to breastfeed my baby and to get what I wanted? So there was a big jump from not feeding at all to completely breastfeeding my baby. It was very, definitely. I would say, like, I am not endorsing anything. This is me, Dr. Ananya, saying directly to every mother that you need to have patience and you need to come to Babynama. Please come. at first I also used to think I do not need any lactation consultant. There's nothing a doctor can do online, but it makes a huge difference. Mothers, you need to understand, you need to have patience, and Babynama is a big ray of hope. If you are a struggling mother like me, this is my advice to you. Come to Babynama. They will resolve all your problems. If not all, then 90% of your problems, 10% you'll yourself be able to solve by their guidance. But you need to come to Babynama. It's a great platform, and I am in awe with the doctors and the team, and everyone is doing a great job here. Everyone. I might be starstruck, but I genuinely know that everyone is doing a great job. Why? Because I have tried, you don't know, I have tried hundreds of things, hundreds, in which not even one worked out. So I know how you guys work and how this has worked out. It is because of the same reason, because everyone is doing a great job.